Hunter, former state representative. Actually, I represented this town, Carl Johnson, everything down north here. I have a question. I'm going to play a little bit of voter involvement. How many people sitting in here are afraid of what's going on in this country, fear for themselves, fear for their children, fear for their grandchildren? Hold your hand. Okay, I'll take all those votes. You guys can have the rest of them. All right? Let me tell you what's happened in this country. It used to be a country that was land of the free, home of the brave. We now live in a country that's land of the free, home of the slave. Think about that. Think about the taxes we pay. We've got a situation where we have a president who comes in who creates economic fascism. They take over GM. They take over the banks. They take over Wall Street. They've basically taken over BP for $20 billion. I disagree with that. They've cut off the drilling in the Gulf, made more dependent on the Arabs for oil. Okay? Now, that is economic fascism. If you read anything about fascism, you read about Adolf Hitler, that's exactly the same thing he did. Now, here's what I want to do. Here's what I think we need to do. And it's nothing easy, and it's nothing short term. Number one, for short term, eliminate all corporate income tax and draw the corporations back to this country. Hong Kong has no corporate income tax. The Chinese own Hong Kong. What's that tell you? Number two, cut taxes for everybody. It's called stimulate the economy the way Ronald Reagan did it. The third thing would be you don't have to pay FICA tax. You or your employer for 2 years put a moratorium on it, put money into the circulation of the economy. Now, long term, eliminate the income tax. Go to a fair tax. Number two, end the Federal Reserve. There ain't no Federal, there ain't Reserve. There's none. They print it out. It's in here. Those two, go home, Google up the Communist Manifesto, to the blanks, and the Communist Manifesto. Go down through there and tell me more we've got. And the third thing is to term limit the bums that are up there. Jack Goodman, Gary, and I all lived under term limits. Tom Flanagan has this. Tom does a great job. He's not as good looking as I am, but he's doing a good job. You know, there are plenty of good people out there. We live under an imperial Congress who rules over us, and it has to change. Or I just heard one thing when we get out of here. I heard a thing the other day. This is about 3 weeks ago. All the debt at the current interest rate that we have right now, it's going to take 70 years to pay it off. I've got a great-granddaughter that's 4. That makes her 74. My generation, other generations have wasted this thing away. And if we don't turn around this election and get people in there to do what I say, it's over. Thank you. And I appreciate your vote. I think all you agree with.